Hi everyone, I'm going to make another journal page today and I'm using this is a sketch notebook, a very large one. Sometimes I like to do something on a large medium, and I've already prepared my page with gesso just so I can move my paint easily on top and it won't absorb quickly into the paper, so that's why I've already put gesso. And I've got here several purples and maroon and even strawberry, and I'm just going to slap them on my page as first layer. And I took this brush and just wetted it a little bit. Again, I want my paint to move easily, and I'm taking two colors on my brush just so it will be more interesting. And now just slapping it on and having fun with it. There's not going to be any rules or reason. As I said, I'm just picking each time. I'm picking two colors on my brush and having fun with it. And later on, if I think that I have a need for some color, then I will just go over and add. But right now, just slapping on paint. Like, I'm adding the strawberry in several places because it gives light. It's lighter in shade than the others, so I do try to have it in several places because it gives light to the whole thing. And I'm just moving my brush in every which way it gives a movement to the background. Again, no rules, just having fun putting paint on. Covering white dots that are peeking through, but basically that's it. That's my my background, the beginning of. And if you noticed, I've put some masking tape here just to protect the spiral here. Okay, I think, yeah, maybe just a little bit more here. And yeah, okay, so this needs to be completely dry before I attempt anything, so I'll be back. I'm back. So this is dry and I want to add interest to my background. and I don't want it to overwhelm the page. I don't want it to pop up and steal the the focus on the page. So what I'm going to do, I've taken the darkest purple I used here, and I want to take it down a notch, but I'm not going to use white because white will be like neon on this page. So I'm taking this gray and I'm hoping that I can make some something more interesting, and I need more gray. I needed to the tone to get down. I need it to be a lighter purple, but not something neon. And I think just a little bit more. Don't know. I can try and hope for the best. So I'm taking one of my handmade stamps. This is a foam core board that I just glued pieces of craft foam, and that's how I made this. And I'm going to try and stamp it. I'm going to use the paintbrush to put some paint, and I'm worried that I didn't add enough gray, but never mind. Let's try it, and if not, I'll just add. Okay, so I'm holding it in place. I'm hoping it will take better if I'll let it sit for a few seconds. And you can see it, but not quite well as I hoped for. So I'm going to add more of this. The purple pigment is very dominant, so I think now it will work. So again, putting some paint. I've got a more acrylic paint, more a purple, light purple, but they are so light I didn't want to try and use them again. I prefer to take down the original purple I've used. Yeah, so I've got interest in the background. Trying to be quick about it. So let's put one here. And yeah, and just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I can live with it. So putting this aside, I've got another another stamp I've made. Again, this is just a craft foam I've cut and glued to another craft foam. That's before I had any kind of a foam core board, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to now add to this mix some of this quite neon pink, and again I'm hoping to create another shade to add to the whole thing, but without overwhelming my page. So let's hope. Maybe I've been a little bit stingy on the pink, but we'll see. Good enough for me. Again, adding interest without overwhelming the page. What's good about this craft foam backing is that it's flexible, and now I can stamp here where the spiral is. Another one. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's a lot of purple. Yeah. And just a little bit more. I like to have it coming outside of the page. I think it gives the page a more organic look. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So now I just I need something a little bit more. Maybe I will add a little bit of white and do some splatter, just a little bit. I want to do something with white on top for my focal image, so I'm very careful what I'm putting on the background, because I don't want my focal image to disappear. And maybe I will take another stamp and stamp around. Let's see, what do I have? Maybe some circles. I don't know. I've got this one again, craft foam, and that's from a craft foam that I just glued here. Nothing to it. Oops. Okay. Prepare yourself. Part of this background that I'm working on is going to get covered, but I like to lay an interesting background before I'm moving to any kind of focal point, because if you've got your focal point and you didn't do all you wanted in the background, then it's really harder than to add. So So give everything you've got to your cover and only then move on to the next layer. Yeah. Good enough for me. Moving aside everything, and I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll continue to starting on my focal image. I'll be back. I'm back. So I've got this grayish purple here. I want to use it to lay another background to my focal image, and I'm taking this brush with a little bit of water because I want to dilute this, and I'm thinking even more, and let's hope it will work. So let's see. Okay, more water, and I'm hoping that I can, yeah, just taking it a little bit down and taking some towel and wiping my brush. I'm standing, so I will have more control of what I'm doing. Trying to take a little bit of the excess. I want this to show the brush stroke. So now I'm taking it again and just like this, and water. Yeah, something like that. Wiping my brush on this towel and just removing excess water, excess paint. Yeah, and maybe like this and like this. Until I'm satisfied. I think this is it. Yeah, and because I still have this, and as you, if you've seen it splattered here, I'm going to just go with it, and I'm taking a fan brush and I'm going to splatter. And now I've got a lot of things to wait for to dry, so I'll be back. I'm back. So I'm gonna try now. I'm going to draw some kind of stem, and I want to do some flowers. I'm going to do it freehand. If you are not comfortable with something like that, use any kind of stencil that you like, and do any kind of focal image that you want. And I'm just going like this and making the stem a little bit wider. towards the bottom. Like this. And I've got this green and I'm just adding so it will give some highlight. And just going. This is not planned, as I said, it's quite a freehand, if you can call it that. There's gonna be a lot of flowers here, so that's why I'm not really concerned about my the lines that I'm drawing. Yeah, maybe take it a little bit more. And again, I'm taking this and just adding so I will have a little bit of highlights. So now for the flowers, and what I'm going to do, it's something similar to the technique that is called a one stroke. Now I'm not a master of it, and I'm not trying to be. I've adopted it to serve my purposes. That's the best way I can say it. I've got white, I've got the dark purple again, and I'm going to take a brush, and now you just need to experiment with your brushes. Sometimes the oldest and brushes are the best. I'm just taking a brush and I'm going to do an experiment. Let's see. I have here my notebook of mop-up paint. Whatever I will paint I've left from this page I've already put here. And what you're doing is taking the brush and dipping it a little bit into the white and a little bit into the purple, and just pressing like this, and you see how it looks. If you like how it looks, the petals, then it's good. If not, change the paintbrush and try something else. Like, let's take another paintbrush just so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'm taking a little bit of the purple and the white and doing like this, so you can see it will vary with the shape. So I don't want this one, and let's see. And now I'm not sure which paintbrush I want. And okay, so again I'm taking a little bit of each color, and my white is not quite good. It's from the cheap store, and it's very runny. So I'm just creating lots and lots of flowers, and if I don't have enough white, I can also come back and just add more. Now this is not an exact science, this is just again having fun, and I can just stamp it because I'm only pressuring down, so I'm quite stamping it the paintbrush and not doing anything else. So I've got my work cut out for me. I've got to make lots and lots of these flowers, and I think you got what I'm doing. Now when you're doing something like that, the only thing something else that I can advise you is to have two paintbrushes, one large, one small, so you can vary the sizes of your flowers. So at the top, if I want to do a smaller one, I will take a smaller brush and again do the same thing, just stamp it. Like this. So I'm going to continue and I'll be back. I'm back. So this took a lot of time, but it was worth it, and I also stamped the brush here like I've got petals blowing in the wind. Now I just want to add this word breathe, and I've got this cardboard stencil, not a great one, but what the heck, I'll use it. And I'm just going to use a makeup sponge with white gesso, and I'm doing this so I won't have excess. I hope I'm straight with the stencil. Going over just so it will be more seen. And basically this is my page. Maybe I'll do some black marker around my word, but no, I'm leaving it be. I'm not touching it. I really like it, and this is it. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.